Hello, friends, and welcome to Shadowplay Novela, our collective reading where we go over different things. Sometimes we just leave it up to spirit and see what wants to come through. I did have a request today for the next novella, and I am going to cover it. We are going to be going over healing messages. What is it that you need to know in order to help you heal? This reading is meant for guidance and encouragement. If you find it to be triggering or confusing or anything like that, friends, it just may not be for you, but I love you for trying anyway. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope you're all doing amazing. And let's get to it. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know about healing. Healing in your life, whether this is, I feel like it all comes down to love, but it doesn't have to be romantic love, our emotional well being. But let's see what comes through for you today. All right. Thank you for being here, my babies. And thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for the collective, for our Shadowplay novela. The saga continues, friends. The saga continues. Thank you, Spirit. Healing messages for the collective, please. What does the collective need to know at this moment in time? Healing messages for them, please. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for my collective. Anyone that watches this reading, what is it that they need to know? Healing messages for them, please. Thank you, Spirit. What does the collective need to know? Healing messages for them. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Oof. And as I said that, I was going to say, let it go. And then our candle just went out. Three of Wands, Seven of Swords. We have the Chariot. It's time to move on and forward. Memories of the past or past... So a couple of things. It could be memories from the past that creep in and they kind of keep you in this energy of not trusting. But then at the same time, it's almost like, look at all the times in your life where you haven't trusted, where life was taking you, or things that happened and how that ended up working out for you. Like even things that maybe times where the rug was pulled out from under you. Maybe there was lessons learned. It's like, yeah, bad things happen. Shit does happen. The older I get, the more I realize, like, wow, getting older just literally means that you're a survivor. Like you have literally survived every day up until now, even when it felt like you weren't going to. And somehow you're here listening to this little tarot reading on my little tarot channel from the Tarot Lady. And sometimes that is, those are things that we forget about or we don't take into account. So if you are having trust issues that your life is going to fall into place, or the things that you want to happen, the things that you're manifesting, things that you're waiting for, that they're ever going to like end up happening for you, what I see here is you're actually on a journey right now of moving on and moving forward. It's almost like you may not know what the next stop looks like, what the next destination looks like, but you are going to get there. And for you guys, I do feel like it's only a matter of time. We have the Three of Cups. So some of you guys could be meeting new people soon. This does not have to be limited to romantic interests. Could literally be like new friends or going places and you actually enjoy the vibe or the people that are there. No one's saying you have to go and be super social if you're not into that. But this is talking about more emotional fulfillment brought on by your community or the people around you, the things that you decide to surround yourself with. This could even be like you traveling as well. Maybe these are the places that in the past you didn't feel confident enough to go to, or maybe you didn't trust yourself to be able to go and explore these things and live this kind of life. But what I see here, friends, is if you take the steps towards things that you want to do or the type of life that you want to live, you're going to see results. And yes, they might be unexpected because life rarely pans out in the exact way that we planned it. But I do think, like I said, that there are certain souls that are being brought around you, even if it's an online community, that are going to help you on this next phase of your journey. All right, thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective, please. What do they need to know? Healing messages for the collective. Thank you, Spirit. We have the Ten of Wands in reverse. You guys, look how beautiful this is. Ten of Swords reverse, Ten of Wands reverse. Let it go. I literally just started hearing Bag Lady, Erykah Badu. You can't hurry up because you got too much stuff. So you got to put it down. And maybe that's the stuff from the past. Maybe that's the old baggage, or maybe those are the things that you used to worry about. There is an energy here of you're being highly encouraged to lean into trust, faith, and enjoy the moment. Enjoy those that are around you, enjoy opportunities. because this Three of Cups always talks about, for me, it's good times, but it's also socializing and is also the people around us that fill our cup and don't leave us feeling depleted after. Why the Ten of Swords? Some of you guys could be recovering from like spiritual, I just heard of warfare, but that could be like spiritual awakening. Why the Ten of Swords in reverse? We have the Eight of Wands in reverse. Why the Three of Wands? The Ace of Cups and the Seven of Swords with the Page of Wands. Okay, so negativity, negative self-thoughts, negative thinking. You're not going to get that. Life doesn't work that way. That doesn't exist. Those are just the things that, when our mind and the intrusive thoughts come in your own way that feels best to you, to tell them to shut the fuck up. It's time to sit down. It's okay for me to live my life. Again, that's just, my way of going about it. But however that is to you, it's almost like maybe it's imposter syndrome as well. Maybe it's how you view yourself or how you think of your life, or maybe you feel like everyone is shitty, because maybe you have been dealing with shitty people, but maybe that's why the universe and life is trying to bring you in or push you towards a community or the people or the person that is going to come and fill your cup again and not leave you depleted, because this could also be talking about friends, family, toxic coworkers, all of the things. And even if you're still around these people, because you technically, maybe can't abandon ship in that way, there is a shift here in your perspective where maybe you kind of don't allow that to interfere with your emotions or how you feel or what you're doing as much as maybe you did in the past. If you guys are thinking of travel, if you're thinking of going somewhere, if you're planning something, do it. If you are feeling a little down, plan a date with your friends if that's possible. If there's a need here to get out and see, out and explore. So especially if it has to do with getting out of your current surroundings, which could be just going somewhere. Maybe it's even visiting a part of town that you don't normally go to, and you find the perfect place to sit, and you end up having such a great experience where maybe a stranger walks by and you guys end up having one of those conversations that feels deeper than you've had with anyone else that you've known for years in a really long time. So I am feeling that there's going to be some cosmic little glitter and sprinkles being sprinkled upon your path, especially in the next few months. I am picking up anything like I'm hearing like May through September or something like that. So maybe it's like summertime fun for some of you guys, or maybe it's because school's out and you're able to travel, or you're able to go do things, or you're able to plan. There is a feeling here of maybe our other candle just went out too. Don't worry, guys. It's just the timing of the day. But you know what? I don't like to read without at least one candle lit. So we gotta do this really quick. All right. Gotta keep one lit. One for the homies. Let's take this one out. All right. So yeah, negative self-talk. Try to calm that. And if you feel like my life is never going to change, my life is crappy, this and that, why everyone else but me, take a deep breath and be like, babe, why not everyone else and me? And see what you can do. Maybe that means making time to do something fun or something spontaneous, or doing something that's going to leave you emotionally fulfilled, or opening up to meeting new people. Two of Cups. Look, this is talking about relationship. All right, it's time to let go of the things that wronged you or didn't work out. Now, I'm not one to say, let go of who wronged you or what wronged you. No, absolutely not. We all have our shit that we carry, and I wish that I could go completely baggage free, but life is life. So I'm not dismissing anything that you've been through, and I'm not telling you to forget it, but I am telling you to step into this era knowing that you are not that person anymore, or that thing that happened, it's not in your life anymore, or you are overcoming it. And even if you feel like you're not, every day that you wake up and you choose to do different, that is you overcoming. All we can do is do our best, and everyone's best looks different. It really does. Sometimes your best requires a nap in the middle of the day so you can get up and be more energized to get that other thing done. It's just an example, guys. But I feel like your reading is actually really encouraging, because you're not you're not in this place. Now, I know you might be feeling despair and feeling, isolated or depressed, or like times are tough. And I completely get it. But I've also know that, especially in tarot, when it comes through this way, it's pointing out little nudges and things that we can do to encourage us, that even when life is the worst it could be, we can still make light of it. Look at all of these, without mentioning anything in specific, but look at these war-torn areas where we see videos and we see footage of kids still playing and still finding joy in this despair. And not to compare, I would never ever compare anyone's situation to another, but just seeing how in any situation we can find our joy in the present moment. And it's almost time for you to reclaim that. I just heard your ancestors want you to. They want you to overcome, and they want you to grow, and you are being supported. And I know that at times it may not feel that way because life is tough, and I never know who's listening. So I always am very, very, very aware of that. All right, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. It's taking you a long time, and it's okay if you're just getting started on your healing journey. But it is time to unpack. For some of you guys, that's all it might be. It's time to start unpacking. Maybe this looks like venting about a situation that no one even knows is bothering you. Maybe it's that freaking lady at work that figures out how to ruin your day, and you just have to finally vent to someone about it because it's been weighing on you, and then you're like, shit, I feel better. Like things like that, guys. The adjustments don't have to be this big massive thing. It could just be small things, again, to reclaim the joy, reclaim um, taking care of yourself, having a new beginning, being open to love, being open to new people. All right. I do feel that it has just taken you, or maybe I'm not one to say it's taking you a long time. I'm a fucking tourist. You know how long it takes me to realize and change? A long time. But maybe you feel like it's taken you a long time. And that's okay. All right. I see you guys are on a path, and I see that it's okay if there's parts of your life that you haven't fully taken control of yet. You are on your way just by simply bringing awareness to it. Knight of Wands, have fun, bitch. The Lovers, say yes to things. Get out of your comfort zone. Try that hobby, try the sport. Say yes to the date if you feel up to it. Um, you know, be a little spontaneous, maybe give a little stranger, a cute stranger, a little smooch. I don't know, something out here about being a little more lighthearted, a little bit more carefree, getting back in touch with the things that bring you excitement. And like I said, and when you do that, and you're not afraid of how it looks on the outside, and you kind of shut these awful voices of imposter syndrome, or feeling like it's never going to happen, or there's something that singles you out in life, and it means that you can't, you don't deserve these things, or you won't have them in your life. It's about saying, self, thank you for giving me that information, but that is not true, you know, or however you talk to yourself. All right. Anything else, please? What does the collective need to know about their healing? We have 10 of Pentacles in reverse, the High Priestess, and the Death in reverse. So there's an energy here of you knowing what the things that you needed to bring to an end were, or maybe even family issues, work, career. There's something here that's leading you. It's almost like a higher path, or there's a different level of, this could even be like your own like spiritual awakening as well, where you're like trying to figure out what's next, and it feels like it's just going to be time. All right, Death in reverse, 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe you're tired of things feeling like they're not changing, but this is reminding you that everything is kind of momentary, even if it feels like it lasts a while for our little human lives. It's just almost like a blip, all right? Even if these are issues and healing that's going to last a lifetime. Um, Everything comes in phases and stages. We have the Queen of Cups and the Hermit in reverse. This is talking about getting back out there, reconnecting with people or yourself, the things that you love and the things that bring you emotional fulfillment, my collective. All right. That is what I have for you today for our Shadowplay novella. I'm so glad that we're getting one of these out this week. Friends, I appreciate you guys so, so much. If you guys enjoy the novelas, give them a thumbs up, share them with your friends if you feel they need them. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you haven't already, why haven't you? I post literally every day, babe, Monday through Friday. I'm always here. So yeah, if you want to hear from me, if you like my content, I would love it if you supported me in that way. I appreciate you guys so, so much. Please take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys.